This video is part 3 of a 3-part series drawn from a full-length exploration of the Karos II Cemetery, one of the richest burial sites of the Hungarian Conquest period. In this segment, we focus on grave K2-52, the leader of the Karos II Cemetery. Note, this section slightly differs from the rest. At the end, we will take a closer look at K2-52's ancestry through insights from academically published qpAdm models, placing him in relation to ancient populations from the Neolithic to the early medieval period, an attempt to approximate where he may have most likely come from. Grave 52 is the most prestigious burial at Karos II, likely belonging to a man in his 40s who held significant authority, a tribal chief or military leader of the Hungarian Conquest. What makes his story even more compelling is the genetic evidence that links him directly to another elite figure in the nearby Karos III Cemetery, Grave 11. They share identical maternal and paternal lineages, strongly suggesting they were brothers. Together, they may have represented a powerful dynastic family that held sway over this region during the early 10th century. So who was he really? K2-52's facial reconstruction, created in the 1980s by uniparental, reveals a strong, elongated face with a prominent aquiline nose and deep-set eyes. In this case, genetic data from ADN-XB offers predictive traits. According to this, he likely had dark skin, brown eyes, and dark hair, features I have integrated into my artistic reconstruction, lending a vivid presence to his striking facial structure. His grave contained a full array of martial and ceremonial items befitting a Hungarian warlord of the early 10th century. Several highlights stand out: an ornate saber with silver gilt mounts, reflecting high craftsmanship and his elevated martial rank, richly decorated archery gear, and a silver sabretache plate, a symbol of Magyar leadership, worn on the belt as a visible emblem of rank. He was also laid to rest with a partial horse burial, a striking feature of Hungarian Conquest-era elite graves. This burial rite, characterized by symbolic inclusion of the horse, is known archaeologically as a hallmark of the conquering Hungarians and the Huns. Precious foreign coins, including Arabian dirhams and Carolingian deniers, were found in the grave, likely repurposed as dress ornaments. These securely date the burial to around 900 to 920 AD. Aligning with the earliest phase of Hungarian settlement in the Carpathian Basin. Let's now turn to the genetic profile of K2-52, beginning with his haplogroups, followed by a qpAdm ancestry analysis based on data from a 2022 study. His Y chromosome belonged to haplogroup I2A1, subclade Y4460, a lineage primarily found in Eastern and Southeastern Europe. Its presence in a leading figure like K2-52 highlights that the leadership of the Hungarian Conquest-era elite emerged from diverse backgrounds. A range of paternal lines were clearly integrated into the tribal hierarchy. Even more compelling is his maternal lineage. Haplogroup X2F, a rare and ancient West Eurasian branch. This same mtDNA was also identified in Grave 11 of Karos III, as mentioned before, pointing strongly to a full sibling relationship between the two high-ranking men. The maternal X2F lineage, sparsely found in Europe and the Near East, may trace back to the Caucasus region, hinting that their maternal ancestry entered the Hungarian elite from these culturally connected zones. Let's take a look at the qpAdm 2-source modeling of K2-52's genome, as presented in a 2022 study. It offers 4 plausible ancestral combinations, with one model showing a mix of 56% Ur-Core-5 and 44% ancestry from the Dzharkutan site in Bronze Age Uzbekistan. Other models suggest similar proportions using Ur-Core-4 or Ur-Core-5 paired with Alan-related ancestry. Interestingly, Karos II, the cemetery where K2-52 was buried, is known to be the most genetically diverse of the 3 Karos sites. Another individual from this cemetery, K2-61, is represented by a substantial number of published 3-way qpAdm models, which consistently incorporate a core conquest period component, Conq Asia Core 1 or Core 2, alongside significant Eastern steppe ancestry. And so, amid the striking genetic diversity uncovered at the Karos II Cemetery rises K2-52. His grave speaks of how such leaders lived, ruled, and were honored in death. Founders of a homeland carved from the steppes into the heart of Europe.